people. And my next guest is Hope Zvara. She is a yoga and lifestyle expert. She's a motivational speaker and CEO of Mother Trucker Yoga. Also the creator of Stiff Mother Trucker Pain Relief. Hope works with truck drivers and trucking companies, leading the way in merging health, fitness, and trucking with small, simple changes drivers can do right from the cab of their trucks. You've probably heard her on this show a number of times talking about driver health. She's been featured in Forbes, Yahoo News, dozens of podcasts and radio shows. Hope believes that every truck driver can feel better wherever they are with small changes. And also, I am so excited that Hope is the 2025 House Hall of Fame Award recipient. Oh, welcome, Hope, to the Women in Trucking Show.
Thank you, Ellen, for having me on, and thanks, everyone, for listening today.
So, first of all, I want to ask you, were you surprised when you learned that you were the House Hall of Fame Award recipient?
Well, funny thing, so when Rich from the company called me, I thought it was like a spoof. I thought he was like a spam caller. I'm like, what is this? And then, because I know House, but like I didn't really realize the Hall of Fame. And then he's like, no, let me explain. And then we talked, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I am so honored. The people that are already in the Hall of Fame are absolutely just great innovators and leaders in the industry, and I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Well, isn't it cool because it's online and it's like 3D. So it's like you're walking through these halls and you're meeting the people, and it's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're listening, you definitely need to go to Howe's website and check out the Hall of Fame, and you can watch a video clip about myself or Ellen or anyone else in the Hall of Fame. I'm here at Mid-America, and it is absolutely fantastic. But just the setup that they have at their booth alone is great.
So the Salute to Women Behind the Wheel was yesterday, and you had a big part in that. So what were you doing there?
Yes, so I was leading all of the attendees at this Salute through a great little like yoga stretching movement sequence, just really showcasing that you can bridge that gap between maybe you're somebody that doesn't do a lot of exercise or is not really into fitness and health. You're not interested in becoming a runner or whatever the case may be, that there are small, simple things that you can do right from your chair, right from the cab of the truck in just a few minutes a day to really improve your overall well-being. And I was showcasing some of those stretches and movements that the attendees could do when they leave Mid-America.
Well, and Hope, you know that our drivers are always under deadlines. They don't always have healthy food. They don't always have the time to exercise or even the energy to exercise. So talk about some of the obstacles that drivers have in taking charge of their health.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest one is a limited space and an irregular schedule. I think for a lot of people, they underestimate, if you're not in trucking, you don't realize how infrequent your schedule is. It's like you might be leaving 6 a.m. one day, but it might not be the case for the next day or the day after that. And so that can create a really big barrier for a lot of drivers, because then they feel like, well, I don't have the time, or I don't know when I can do this. But really trying to break down those gaps for them to show them that they can do maybe one stretch here or one movement there can really help them see that they can improve their health regardless of their schedule. And then another big component a lot of times is just the stress of being a driver, be it the mental stress because maybe you're away from home for so long, or maybe it's something with work, or just the stress of driving and weather and other drivers on the road. That can really play a toll on your mental, physical, and emotional health that really is going to affect how you not only look at yourself, but what it is that you're going to want to be doing for yourself. And we're just really trying to bridge that gap for drivers.
And do you get drivers who will say, oh, come on, Hope, I don't want to do yoga? But I think they misunderstand what that is. So how do you convince them that yoga is good for them? They need to stretch.
Yes, exactly. So when it comes to Mother Trucker Yoga, I always tell people we're a no-mat yoga company, meaning we're going to teach you everything you need to know about fitness and health and yoga, mindfulness. But this doesn't mean you're going to be namasteing on a yoga mat or striking a warrior two pose. We can definitely do that. We have videos that you can follow along with that in the cab of the truck or at home. But that's not really the premise of what we're trying to teach you. We're taking the best of yoga, the stretching, the mindfulness, the balance, which is so important as we get older, the agility of just trying to take care of our body inside and out, and breaking it down into small, simple pieces. One pose is yoga. One breath is mindfulness and yoga, and really bringing it to drivers in a way that they can easily digest and utilize it in their everyday lives.
Well, and I think you're right that people really have to understand the driver's lifestyle in order to motivate them because, again, it's a long day. They're tired. And also equipment. So you help them with stretches that they can do in the truck or outside the truck, right?
Correct. A lot of what I teach drivers, Ellen, is stuff that they can do in the driver's seat. Some of the stuff even safely while driving. In addition to breathing practices, meditation practices, things that they can do before they go to sleep. If you're struggling with sleep, sleep is a huge issue for a lot of drivers. Some will say they can fall asleep, but then don't stay asleep. Others say they struggle with the opposite. And so really trying to showcase what are some strategies and really building a toolbox for drivers that they can utilize throughout their day to help build the healthy lifestyle that they're looking for that matches a truck driver. We're not talking about going and running a 10K every day or being able to only eat paleo or whatever the case may be, because those options might be limited for a driver, but there are some things that they can do to improve their health, and that's really what we're showcasing to them.
So when someone comes up to your booth at the Mid-America Trucking Show, and where is your booth? Do you have a booth number?
I do. We are at booth 37562, so 37562. We are just past the Pro Talk stage, and they'll have an opportunity to come and meet with our staff and learn a little bit more about what Mother Trucker Yoga is and our app, but also we have really awesome products. We have pain relief products. We have hydration water bottles. We have some great T-shirts, really just trying to showcase to drivers fun and easy, accessible ways to improve their wellness that doesn't have to feel like out of touch with a truck driver, really bringing health and wellness to the driver in small, simple changes.
So when a driver comes up to you, and I'm going to remind our listeners, I have Hope Zvara. She is a yoga and lifestyle expert, also motivational speaker, CEO of Mother Trucker Yoga, and you can find her at mothertruckeryoga.com, also at the Mid-America Trucking Show. But what do you tell them? What's something they can do, quick start? Like, what can you do today? What do you tell them? Like, hey, you want to feel better? Let's start with this.
I love that. So first things first, I'm a big person on posture. So whether you're listening and you're standing, walking around at the truck show, or maybe you're driving, just practice sitting upright. Bring your shoulders back. Tuck your chin slightly back. And just an upright posture is going to play a really big role on your breathing. And when we're breathing more deeply, we're going to trigger our vagus nerve, which is going to help trigger our nervous system to feel more calm. We're going to get better endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin to our brain. So if you're feeling just like stressed all the time or maybe a little down and depressed, posture really aids to that. But in addition to that, just focus while you're driving on simple things like I'm going to do some shoulder rolls. I'm going to reach my arm up and kind of stretch my arms overhead as much as I can. Not both arms when you're driving, of course. If I'm putting my seatbelt on, I'm going to rotate my body as much as I can to click the seatbelt in and then turn and twist the other way as well. If you're walking around at the truck show and you're still listening to this, next time you find yourself just standing, take a moment and step 1 foot, maybe just like a 12 inches forward, and just bend down as much as you can and try to just touch your toes and just feel the stretch on the front hamstring. All these small things are going to add up over time, and I call it, Ellen, bridging the gap. You don't need to be at the gym 24/7 every single day to be healthy. That sometimes is actually unhealthy because you can be putting too much stress on your body. But where are the small moments in your day that you can, stretch down and reach for your toes, even if you don't touch them, that you can twist your spine, that you can roll your shoulders, that you can take a deep breath. I don't care if you're a truck driver, a plumber, or a school teacher. We all have a few minutes sprinkled in through our day that we can add these types of things in, and you are going to see such a big difference.
And make it a priority. In the last minute we have left, Hope, what's on your app, and how do they download the app? Where do they download that?
You can go to any app store, Apple or on Android, Mother Trucker Yoga. Just type that in. We have a lot of free options on there, a lot of blogs, a lot of videos, some free challenges, some free courses you can take. But for $7.99 a month for a driver, you can enroll and you can access all of our content. That's videos that's showing you things you can do in the sleeper, the driver's seat, outside the rig, exercise routines and yoga practices that you can do at home, audios to listen to, guided meditations. We're really trying to bring mindfulness, stress relief, movement right to you in the cab of the truck.
That's pretty amazing. So $7.99 a month. Download the Mother Trucker Yoga app, and you'll get Hope in the cab of your truck, right?
You got it.
Thanks so much, Hope, for coming on the Women in Trucking Show. Enjoy the rest of the Mid-America Trucking Show, and congratulations again for being the 2025 House Hall of Fame recipient. It's such an honor, I can tell you that. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, enjoy the rest of the Mid-America Trucking Show.